And you know what? I'm telling you, the shark that's waiting for the Haney is Lomachenko. That's the shark waiting for Haney. But I don't think he's gonna fight Lomachenko. I don't see Haney cooperating. It's his last fight on a top rank deal. He's like, man, I ain't leaving you guys with the belt. I'm gonna vacate them and make my third fight on the top rank deal at 140 pounds, and you guys got to go clean up all those titles. But I gotta say it. That's the white boy that would have beat you, Lomachenko.
Okay, so
now the mandatory challenger for Vasiliy Lomachenko's 135-pound title. Do you believe at 20 years old you're ready for that type of challenge?
I think you said his name wrong. It's Lomachenko because he doesn't want to fight me. But it's I feel like I'm ready for the fight. This is the WBC mandatory. So Lomachenko, come on, man, let's get this fight going.
A lot of guys have said they want Lomachenko. You're the next on that list.
Lomachenko.
My mistake. A lot of guys say they want him. What makes you believe that at this stage of your career you're ready for that type of fight?
Like I said, Abdulaev was the number 2, mandatory. I went in there, I destroyed him. He was no contest for me. If I'm so easy, Lomachenko should just fight me and get me out the way.
That was Paulie Malignaggi on Devin Haney versus Kambosos rematch fight week, where he accused Devin Haney that he was gonna duck Lomachenko because that's the white boy that would have beaten him. Few weeks later, after Devin Haney beat Kambosos for the second time, Paulie Malignaggi bet Bill Haney $100,000 that Lomachenko is gonna beat Devin Haney.
Bill, now you're gonna let me talk. You want to bet $100,000 for taking a Lomachenko fight? My man, Lomachenko will beat your son. You understand me? You want to bet $100,000 on taking the fight? Bet $100,000 on your son wins the fight. Okay? Forget about taking the fight. Bet $100,000 on your son wins the fight. You got no balls to do that.
Now, keep in mind, Devin Haney haven't fought Lomachenko yet. The fight is not yet official. They only negotiated, despite the fact that Paulie Malignaggi claimed that Devin Haney was going to vacate and move up to 140 to duck Lomachenko because that's the white boy that would have beaten him. Well, clearly, Devin Haney is proving Paulie Malignaggi wrong yet again because he's doing exactly the opposite of what Paulie Malignaggi said. Devin Haney is chasing Lomachenko. He's hunting Lomachenko like he always have been. And it's Lomachenko who's delaying the fight, claiming that 6 months is not enough to train for a 23 years old Devin Haney. Even though Lomachenko just had a tune-up fight, his third tune-up fight he requested before fighting Devin Haney. All that aside, apparently now that Devin Haney is going to fight Lomachenko next, as long Lomachenko accepts the fight and doesn't turn down the fight for the 4th time, all of a sudden, Paulie Malignaggi, the man who said, Lomachenko, that's the white boy that would have beat you, Devin Haney. That's why you're going to duck him. Apparently, Paulie Malignaggi gave up on Lomachenko already. He already accepted Lomachenko defeat the moment he heard the fight most likely is going down next because Devin Haney is in serious negotiations with Lomachenko. So Paulie Malignaggi hopped off the Lomachenko ship before the ship even sinks, then hopped on a new ship, the tank ship, where he's now claiming Devin Haney is ducking Gervonta Davis, vice versa, or that they are both ducks. As you guys see above, Paulie Malignaggi posted a picture of Devin Haney. And Gervonta then wrote, quote, "Why not? Question mark. Ducks." End of the quote. Now wait a minute. First of all, Paulie Malignaggi claimed Devin Haney is ducking Lomachenko. Then immediately, Devin Haney goes after Lomachenko. Now all of a sudden, Devin Haney is ducking Gervonta. I mean, which one is it? Make up your mind, Paulie. Second of all, Gervonta has 2 fights coming up already. One with Hector Garcia and another mega fight with Ryan Garcia, one of the fabulous 4 of our time at the lightweight division. On the other hand, Devin Haney is fighting the Matrix himself, Vasiliy Lomachenko. So if they both have huge mega fights coming up, how the heck can they be ducking each other? Especially when you use Paulie Malignaggi logic of trying to justify Lomachenko ducking Devin Haney when he vacated his WBC title back in 2019. Paulie said it's completely fine if Lomachenko was stripped of his WBC title for avoiding his mandatory Devin Haney, because a year later, Lomachenko fought Teofimo Lopez. Well, forget about a year later. Gervonta is fighting Ryan Garcia and Hector Garcia now. Devin Haney is fighting Lomachenko now. However, Paulie Malignaggi straight up contradicted himself because he's calling them now ducks. Talk about the ultimate hypocrisy. Paulie Malignaggi can't even stay consistent with his own logic. In addition to that, Paulie never posted a picture of Usyk and Tyson Fury, then wrote ducks. Paulie will never post a picture of Benavidez and Canelo Alvarez, then write ducks. Paulie will never dare do anything like that to any fighters on the hope list, even if it's true. However, Paulie will do that to the fighters on the coincidental list, even if it's not true, which this is not a coincidence. This is as clear as black and white. And it's not a coincidence that Paulie Malignaggi got fired from Showtime for being a racist. Third of all, Devin Haney has been calling out Gervonta for years. And it's Gervonta who has not been interested in fighting Devin Haney. He wanted to fight Hector and Ryan first before fighting Devin Haney. And even before that, Devin Haney been calling out Gervonta Davis to fight for years. And every time Gervonta either will ignore Devin Haney or he will call Devin Haney a clout baby. Like Devin Haney said, they say everything but let's fight. However, now that Devin Haney is the undisputed champion of the world, Gervonta Davis is actually Devin Haney WBA mandatory. Therefore, if Paulie Malignaggi want to claim Devin Haney is ducking Gervonta, then why don't Paulie explain how come Gervonta doesn't strip Devin Haney of the WBA title, since Gervonta Davis is Devin Haney WBA mandatory, the same exact way Devin Haney stripped Vasiliy Lomachenko of the WBC title back when Devin Haney was Lomachenko mandatory. Gervonta Davis is in that same position, however, there's more at stake. Undisputed is on the line, and Gervonta did not request the WBA to order the fight. So how can the undisputed champion Devin Haney be avoiding a mandatory in Gervonta when the mandatory doesn't even want to fight him? Make it make sense, Paulie. But Paulie is not trying to make sense. His emotion is blocking his vision from seeing the truth. More importantly, Paulie said, Lomachenko, that's the white boy that will beat Devin Haney. That's why Devin Haney is going to duck him. Then he proceeded to bet Bill Haney $100,000 that Lomachenko is going to beat Devin Haney. So if Paulie Malignaggi truly believes Lomachenko will beat Devin Haney next, then how is it possible Devin Haney is ducking Gervonta or is going to duck Gervonta? Because last time I checked, Paulie believes when Devin fights Lomachenko is going to beat Devin Haney. So let's say Lomachenko beats Devin Haney. Then nobody's going to want Devin Haney to fight Gervonta at that point. Everybody going to want to see Lomachenko fight Gervonta. So how is Devin Haney a duck? How is Devin Haney ducking Gervonta? You see, if Paulie really believes Lomachenko is going to beat Devin Haney, then Devin Haney can't be ducking Gervonta because Devin Haney is not even going to be in the picture at that point to be ducking anybody. The only way Paulie can even think about calling Devin Haney and Gervonta ducks is if he truly believes Devin Haney is going to beat Lomachenko. So because he believes Lomachenko is going to lose to Devin Haney, Paulie is already thinking about the next storyline, the next false narrative that he want to create. And that's Devin Haney and Gervonta ducking. Because if Lomachenko wins, he don't have to worry about any of that. But if Lomachenko loses, then he has to think about the next challenge he want to pin on Devin Haney, not knowing that Devin Haney is already chasing Gervonta as well. Or I take that back. Paulie does know he's only being ignorant to the truth. and all the facts at hand. So the conclusion is, Paulie Malignaggi already gave up on Lomachenko. He has no faith in Lomachenko beating Devin Haney since Paulie already hopped on the next boat where he's not claiming Devin Haney is ducking Gervonta. So at the very least, hopefully Paulie Malignaggi already has that 100,000 ready for Bill Haney to collect. Nevertheless, what you guys need to know is that all this Gervonta and Devin Haney duck talk is all a deflection. Remember, Paulie said Devin Haney is ducking Lomachenko because that's the white boy that would have beaten him, despite the fact that Lomachenko already turned down a Devin Haney fight 3 times. Not 1 time, not 2 times, but Lomachenko turned down the Devin Haney fight 3 times already. And that's a fact. In fact, that's how Devin Haney even became a world champion to begin with. All because Lomachenko ducked Devin Haney back when Devin Haney was his mandatory, where he was stripped of his WBC title for waving the white flag. Lomachenko pretty much surrendered to Devin Haney without a fight, without a war. Something the second most powerful country in the world, Russia, couldn't even do to Ukraine. But Devin Haney did that and more to Lomachenko. He made him wave the white flag without a war. That's how exactly Devin Haney took Lomachenko lunch money, aka his WBC belt. However, Paulie Malignaggi will ignore all of these facts to talk about his racially biased opinion instead. Last time I checked, opinions are irrelevant when facts enter the room. But we all know Paulie Malignaggi racist emotions blocks his vision from seeing the truth. Furthermore, after Devin Haney unified to become undisputed, beating the Greek champion Kambosos, who beat the soul out of Teofimo Lopez, the same man who schooled Lomachenko back in 2020, ultimately Devin Haney beat the man who beat the man who beat the man. Nevertheless, Paulie Malignaggi, who lost to the man who lost to the man who lost to the man that lost in a bare-knuckle fight against an MMA fighter and got beat up in sparring against another MMA fighter in Conor McGregor. This same guy, Paulie Malignaggi, ended up getting Lomachenko in trouble. He got Lomachenko into something that Lomachenko doesn't even want to be a part of. Lomachenko been ducking the Devin Haney smoke for years, and all Paulie Malignaggi did was add fuel to the fire. Now Lomachenko can't hide behind them bushes anymore because Devin Haney made Lomachenko his main priority, thanks to Paulie Malignaggi. Loma was hoping Devin Haney was gonna vacate and move up in weight. However, thanks to Paulie Malignaggi, he got Loma in trouble. Now Devin Haney made Lomachenko a target. After Paulie Malignaggi told Devin Haney, you ducking Lomachenko because that's the white boy that would have beat you, that's when the undisputed champion Devin Haney accepted Paulie Malignaggi's challenge and wanted to test his theory. Now anybody in Devin Haney's shoes would have played tables turn because Loma never gave Devin Haney a shot when Loma was a champion and Devin Haney was the mandatory. That's when Loma elected to duck Devin Haney. So now, why should the undisputed champion Devin Haney give Loma a shot when Loma is only bringing 2 losses to the table? Nothing more, nothing less, beside old media hype. We all know a lot of fighters in Devin Haney's position would have played tables turn, especially a fighter like Paulie Malignaggi, since Paulie loves to compare himself so much to Devin Haney. Remember, back when Paulie Malignaggi was some type of champion at welterweight, in fact, he wasn't even a champion. He was an interim champion, basically, because he was holding on to a secondary title. Back then, Paulie Malignaggi ducked Keith Thurman. That's where the infamous, "When I'm coming for you, don't duck me, son," came from.
You just need more money. You just need more money. You know, I understand. I understand it's a business. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, okay. So when I get on that stage and I come at you, you better not duck me, son. You better not duck me, son. I'm telling you.
It came from Paulie ducking Keith Thurman. Paulie told Keith Thurman then, "I fight for the money. I don't fight for legacy. You know why Paulie Malignaggi said that? Because Paulie don't have the skills to fight for legacy. I mean, duh, when you get beat up by MMA fighters, what do you think? That's why Devin Haney told Paulie Malignaggi, you hating because you wish you was me. We all know if Paulie Malignaggi was the undisputed champion at any point, he would have either ducked, cashed out, or retired. I mean, we all saw what he did with Keith Thurman. Now, Paulie is a bad example to use because he don't have the skills to become undisputed. Not in a million years. That's fantasy talk for him. He don't even have the skills to become a unified champion. He don't even have the skills to become a champion against a real legit champion, let alone undisputed. And his career is a proof of that. He got smashed by Sean Porter. He got TKO'd by Danny Garcia. He got beat up by Adrian Broner, Ricky Hatton, and Cotto. Nevertheless, when it comes to the undisputed champion Devin Haney, who is living Paulie Malignaggi fantasy, Devin Haney has the skills to fight for legacy. That's what the Lomachenko fight is. It's a legacy fight. It's for bragging rights. Nevertheless, after Devin Haney got fed up of Paulie Malignaggi's smack talk, Devin Haney challenged Paulie Malignaggi into a fight at 147. So I thought Paulie was going to take advantage of the opportunity and get paid. However, Paulie turned down the fight and said, no, how about we do a bare knuckle fight at 154? Now, what's interesting, Paulie didn't say a boxing match at 154. He said a bare knuckle fight, as if he want to flex his manhood like he did something that boxers won't do. Last time I checked, Paulie is 0-1 in a bare knuckle fight against an MMA fighter that isn't even that good. I mean, I would get it if Paulie have won in a bare knuckle fight before. But if Paulie Malignaggi has a losing record and 0 wins in the bare knuckle fighting, why is he even bringing it up? He's acting as if that's some type of an accomplishment when he's only famously known for getting beat up in a bare knuckle fight against an MMA fighter. I mean, the least you could do is brag about a win, not a loss, especially when you factor in Paulie Malignaggi's entire bare knuckle career is him getting beat up. But like Devin Haney said, they say everything but let's fight. One thing for sure and two things for certain, when Devin Haney fought Kambosos in Australia, Paulie Malignaggi told Devin Haney, remember what you said. You better not lose to that white boy in Australia. Then, after the fight, Paulie Malignaggi told Devin Haney, you're gonna duck that white boy, Lomachenko, because that's the man that would have beat you. And now that Devin Haney is fighting Lomachenko, he's calling Devin Haney and Gervonta ducks. You literally can't make this up. The more Paulie hates on Devin Haney, the more Devin Haney is gonna make him eat his words and prove him wrong. So hopefully Paulie Malignaggi will put his money where his mouth is. With the facts being laid out, drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe below and click on the notification bell to be continued on the next episode of Akhi, Akhi TV. Peace. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.